All right, Red Devil fans, we are in Atkins tonight, and it is conference showdown here tonight in Atkins. Also, it is Colors Day celebration, and so we've got a huge crowd here in Atkins tonight. Both as the Atkins Red Devils, we're going to take on the Dover Pirates. I'm Shane Martin, the man that calls all your Red Devil action, and I don't have my normal broadcast partner with me tonight. He took a little vacation, so I searched long and hard to find me a broadcast partner, and I came up with former Red Devil coach here and current Marlton baseball coach, but we still claim him here in Atkins, and that's head coach for the Marlton Devil Dog baseball team, Matt Long. And Long, hey, I never dreamed me and you would be on the air together.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been excited ever since you asked me. I've done a few games before, and I absolutely love it. And I wouldn't want to be Dover and Atkins. Where else would I want to be?
I told T, I said, all we need is Rick Pearson up here. We'd give him a microphone, and boy, ESPN wouldn't have nothing on us tonight.
Now, that would have been a bad mistake because caveman don't talk.
Matt, we're in reverse form here tonight because we had Colors Day celebration. And what I mean is we're starting off tonight with the senior boys contest, and then we will come in with the senior girls contest as they let the girls get ready and do their thing. And then so we're reversed tonight, but nevertheless, we're going to have a good boys game and a good girls game tonight.
Well, like I said, I'm not well versed. I've seen Atkins play a couple times this year. I'm not well versed, but I do know this. It doesn't matter records when you got these two teams playing.
All right, we're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back here with starting lineups. You're listening and watching to Red Devil Basketball on ARD Sports Network 99.3, The Eagle. Our first game tonight is the senior boys contest between the Atkins Red Devils and the Dover Pirates. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the playing of the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Changing our world one student at a time. This is Todd, Market President with Centennial Bank. We're more than just a financial institution. We pride ourselves on being community focused and connected. Hi, I'm Carly, Business Development Officer with Centennial Bank. As a lifelong resident of the River Valley, I am proud. I pledge allegiance. That brings passion and pride to the supporting our community starts with myself and Charlie, still about the River Valley, which is why we're always Centennial Bank is proud to see number 564245 for FDIC for housing. So thoughts about your home from a Lakers Realty Russellville. Many will tell you now the starting lineup starts for the visiting Pirates from Dover. Number 0, Landon Canfield. Number 1, Wesley Dale. Number 3, Gavin Rocker. Number 5, Lane Standridge. And number 13, Landon Miller. Head coach is Andrew Byron. Now the starting lineup for your Atkins Red Devils. Number 1, Zaire Clemens. Number 3, Lucas Sims. Number 4, Peyton McDaniel. Number 24, Jaden Martin. And number 21, Ben Kemp. Head coach of your Mackinac, the 65 field star. All right, Red Devil fans, we are ready to go here in Atkins as we've done the starting lineups. And, Matt, it's time to play ball.
Hey, let's get after it right here. I hope the official can keep up, buddy.
Matt, here's the standings that they've got for the boys. Dover is still winless in the conference, and Atkins Sr. boys got their first conference win last Friday against Lamar.
Well, it sounds like somebody wants to get after win tonight. Those are sometimes the best kind of games.
They are. Somebody don't want to be in the cellar. It's going to be Zaire Clemens jumping against Lane Standridge. And it's going to be controlled by the Pirates, and this is Canfield with it. Canfield looking inside, goes back door, and it's knocked away by Sims.
Not enough time right here, Shane, to see what kind of defense they're playing. Didn't have enough action going on.
They're looking to inbounds, and they get it in. Get it down on the block, and here's the little hook shot, and it's good by Lane Standridge. McDaniel comes across the timeline for the Red Devils, kicks it into corner to Clemens. Clemens trying to drive, pulls up from the wing. Shot is no good. Kemp fights for it, and McDaniel comes away with a loose ball. His fall-away jumper is no good, and it's going to be taken down by Standridge, and we've got our first foul.
Well, just from watching the first two trips down the floor, it looks like we have similar type athletes, same size athletes. It ought to be a great game.
Red Devils are showing a little press here, something that's not, we haven't done too much this year. Here's Dale with it in the corner now. They get it down on the block. There's a little back door. Nice cut, and his follow-up is good as Standridge missed his first shot and got his follow-up.
Somebody might need to find a box out right there, right, Shane?
Red Devils struggle with the boards a little bit this year. And there's a turnover, so it's going to go back to the Pirates, and they're up 4-0 here in the early going. In the corner now is Rocker. They get it inside. Standard's shot is good, and he's going to go the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
What'd you think? If he just kept his feet on the floor, we got a charge right there.
We got a little Jalen Williams work right there.
Yeah. Jalen's a little better actor than that young man is. Atkins going to have to put something on the board right here, get down early.
6-0. And Standard is trying to make it 7, and he does. And Carter Cheek's going to check into the game now for the Red Devils.
Well, I have kept up with Atkins enough to know that Carter is the charge drawing machine here at Atkins.
That's true. That was quite the deal the other day. Here's Jaden Martin. Three-pointer at the top. It's good. Red Devils strike with the three from Jaden Martin.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Nice little set shot.
You could get blown out early right here if you don't get on the board.
Dale has it. Gets it in the corner. Down on the block. Kicks it back out to Dale. Here's Canfield with it. I get it into Standard. Standard has been doing all the work. But Carter Cheek is going to do a little board work right there. McDaniel quickly down the floor looking, gets it to Sims. Sims on the wing with it, and there's a little touch foul right there, and that's going to be on Rocker.
Well, I bet Atkins will make sure that the post entry is taken care of during timeout. We've got 4 straight trips?
4 straight, and it's Standridge.
4 straight balls right on the box.
Right. Clemens gets it inside the lane. His jumper is good. 2 straight trips now. Red Devils have struck, and it's back to it's a 2-point deficit. Here's Standards. He gets it in. Here's a 3 by Rockert. It's good. And Coach Mack wants a timeout. So with that, we're going to take a 30-second break. Red Devils trail by 5. You're listening and watching Red Devil Basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Atkins. It's 10-5 Pirates in the first 2.5 minutes into the contest. And Matt, if you look at the crowd right now, don't it remind you of the old days in the old gym there? I mean, the pack house.
Well, when I came in tonight, I was like, man, I had some flashes back from the old days. And the temperature in here, you can tell there's a lot of bodies.
Yeah. Sims has it now at the point for the Red Devils. He kicks it over to Jaden Martin. Jaden lost his dribble, and now McDaniel runs it down, and he saves it to Jaden. Jaden goes up, shot no good. Cheek's follow is good. Carter Cheek with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, I noticed during timeout the Red Devil huddle. It was all about containing people getting to the lane.
There's a shot in the corner. It's no good by Dale, and here comes Martin. Jaden pulls up on the wing, and he's going to look for help, and he gets it to Clemens. Zaire in the corner now to Jaden.
Well, Shane, I'm going to tell you right now, Atkins has a huge size advantage inside.
I agree. We got the muscle. That's what we call him. And there's Caden. Good drive. Draws the foul.
Man, that's like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of games. I hadn't seen Dover play at all, but I know right now if I was Atkins, it would be in the box every time down the floor. Get some people in some foul trouble.
And that foul is going to be on Canfield, and that's his first, team's second. And McDaniel's going to be at the line for 2. Senior Caden McDaniel. His first one is good.
I did notice Atkins changed up their zone that last time down. Put another body in the paint.
Yeah, because Standards was having his way in the first few possessions. Second one by McDaniel. In and out, no good, and there's Standards again on the boards. And here comes Canfield, stolen by Martin. Jaden's going to attack, go up, layup, no good. Standards comes away with it.
Man, that's one of those plays I think you just got to go off 2 feet and power it up.
Jumper is no good. Follow-up is no good by Dale. And here comes Zaire with it. Zaire is going to attack, and his shot's rejected by Standards. And it'll stay with the Red Devils. Zaire had the right mind frame right there. He attacked and just got it swatted.
Oh, I like it. Just take it to the hole. Good things will happen.
Here's the inbounds. Martin gets it in the lane, goes up. Shot is good. Nice little double clutch there.
Thought we had a lot of contact. Probably should have been an N1 right there.
There's Standards with it. He's in the lane. Now he kicks it out to Metter. And here's a deep 3 by Dale's no good. Martin with the board. Here's Caden. Caden's going to get in the lane. And there's the block. And is he going to? He's calling it on the floor.
Well, I can tell you what. I promise you, I know what the emphasis was in the huddle over here on the Atkins side is totally changed. We got more bodies in the lane, and the last 4 trips it has been to the rack.
Yeah. Coach McNulty has been preaching that the last week or so, is he wants his guys to attack.
Yeah.
Here's Sims trying to get it in. And here's Sims now in the corner. Jaden Martin kicks it out. McDaniel. He's going to let the 3 fly. It's a little bit long. Martin fights for the board, gets it, keeps it alive for the Red Devils. McDaniel has it. Oh, and we're going to get the charge call right there.
Well, I think they got that one right. The defense was squared up. Feet set.
Coach McAnulty's telling them to pressure to come on up, bring some pressure, and there's a steal almost, but it's recovered, and there it is, the turnover right there. So if you apply good pressure, you may get that turnover, and it did for the Red Devils.
Look, again, it looks like Dover might have a little trouble with it. I don't know that they've got a true point guard. I haven't seen one.
I neither. Sims gets it inside, and that just wasn't a good set right there. And Standards comes away with it. Standards is going to kick it out, and there's a steal by Clemens. Clemens is going to attack all the way, pulls up now, gives it off to McDaniel. Layup good.
There we go. Same story, same result.
So businesses have picked up here. Here's another steal by the Red Devils. Sims quickly to the goal. Layup is a little bit off balance. McDaniel, Sims got called with it on the floor as he was laying there. Ball fell in his lap.
You know, that's one rule I wish they would change with all the rule changes. The kid hustled to get the basketball. Yeah, he went to the floor, but he already had the ball. I don't think that's a wall. It is, but it shouldn't be.
And here's another almost steal. And the Dover Pirates get down on the block with it, and that's Masters. And there's a bucket by Standards. And McDaniel lost his shoe, so they stopped it. But Standards gets the bucket. And it is 12 all.
Well, I noticed in the Razorback game the other night, college basketball, you lose your shoe, it's win. We're not stopping. They're playing until there's a dead ball timeout.
We were talking about that the other night. Was it in the NCAA tournament? Qualls lost his, and he chucked it up into the crowd.
Yeah, he did. I think he hit 3 old ladies in the face with it. I'm not sure.
McDaniel loses it in the lane, but he gets it back and goes to the hole and draws the foul. So we are seeing the side of McDaniel tonight as he is attacking the goal.
Well, like I said before, that's the second time I've seen him play, and it's obvious there's been some good coaching going on and also some good scouting against Dover. I mean, I'm not sure about the foul totals. You've got them right there, but I do know this. You just keep taking it to them. We might not have anybody left on the Dover end.
It's the 4th team foul. And McDaniel, but you got to hit your free throws.
You're right. We don't need to watch the Hogs on the lines.
Golly. Jordan Hawkins is fixing to check into the game for the Red Devils. McDaniel's second, no good. And McDaniel just steals it back. So he's going to penetrate, go up, runner in the lane's no good, and Standards comes away with it.
That's a good job.
I'll give it to him, Matt. McDaniel's attacking. He just can't get it to fall right now. Oh, and he knocks it away as they tried to run a 3 in the corner, but McDaniel knocks it away. It'll stay with the Pirates.
Yeah, McDaniel was playing hard. He's everywhere. Matter of fact, he's got to take a little load off right here and get some water and get out of the game.
They run the back door, and Standridge finds the hole and hits the bucket.
That's a good play. You know what? I back from when I was coaching, one of my favorite things was inbounds plays underneath.
Yeah.
And these days, people just get it in. I love watching basketball when we actually have a plan under the basket.
Yeah, I agree with you. You can steal some buckets under there. Here's the Pirates with it now. And that's Masters with it. Masters gets it over to Dale. And there's Hammond now. Hammond's checked in the game. Here's a 3 in the corner. Is long by Rockert. No good.
You know what? The whole crowd's into it. I just saw Mr. Farron trying to distract the shooter in the front.
Here's Sims. Drives. His layup's no good. Carter Cheeks trying to grab it, but it's going to be Masters coming away with it. And we are down under a minute left here in the first. Standridge has it up top. Matt, I'll say from the first quarter here, Standridge is their best ball player.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. He's a good-looking kid, got a good-looking shot, knows how to move without the basketball.
This is Hammond with it now. Dover's getting down underneath the shot clock. Under 10. And here's a jumper in the lane, and it's good by Masters. 16-12 now. Shot clock is off.
It's just time to take it to the rim again. Be the greatest thing to get a basket and get a foul. And
But here's the steal. Here's Rockert. Rockert goes all the way up, and his layup's no good. Here's the follow is no good. Standards comes in. And, boy, that's some good effort right there by the Pirates. They're down to 1 second. Here's the three at the buzzer. Wow. And that three is good by Wesley Dale.
Man, that was a killer. Atkins was in it, and in the last 2 minutes,
turnovers.
I was about to say a while ago how tired it looked they were getting. They needed a quarter to end right there. It's not a good end to the quarter.
All right, it's 19-12 Pirates. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching to Red Devil Basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network.
I tell you what, Shane. I think there's some coaching going on the other end. We went from one extreme to the other. We're going inside. We're shooting threes. Now we're back at it for Dover.
There's the feed to high-low action right there. Sims finds Carter Cheek underneath, and he gets the shot to fall. Here's Masters with it. They kick it inside, and Masters is going to draw the foul by Cheek.
Well, I know this is bad education on my part, but Atkins, have they been shooting the ball decently well from outside?
No, it's been get to the rim and stuff. This year, three-pointers are not one of the specialties. Here's a short jumper by Masters is no good. McDaniel comes away with the board. McDaniel, they're going to leave him wide open. He's going to pull up and try the three, no good. Cheek with the board, stick back, no good. Zaire tries, and it's going to stay with the Red Devils.
Well, man, you got to give effort. There's 3 white jerseys getting after it, trying to get a rebound.
I don't think any of them want to challenge Chief.
I don't either. I drove my car. I didn't drive my truck tonight.
That's right. And there's a foul on the Pirates, and that's going to be on Landon Metter. And that's going to be number 6. Team foul. No, number 5. I don't know if we've got a ball bout or not up there.
I believe we had 2 since you said 4, but.
Well, next one will be the 1-1 then. Zaire's drive is no good right there. 21-18. What a crowd here tonight in Atkins. Polk County rivals. Their standard shot is good.
That's some of my best memories ever. Basketball, baseball, football was coaching against the Pirates when I was here. It was the best time ever.
It's rivals, and it's what you need in high school sports. There's a turnover by the Red Devils, an unforced error right there, and that's the worst of all turnovers.
Right, when you just give something free, man, it just kills you.
This is Rockert with it now to Dale. They get it inside. They set a little screen for Standards. Shot is good. Coach McNulty, they're going to have to find Standards and get a body on him.
What class did you say Standards was in?
Standridge is a senior for them, okay. I think.
He's a good player.
No, he is a junior. He'll be back.
He's not. He's a nice player. He's stroked it from outside and mid range, pounded it inside.
Here's the inbounds, and Sims go let the 3 fly a little bit long, but rebounded by Hawkins. Hawkins tried to get it down to Cheek, and it's stolen. Quickly down the floor is Dale. We're at the 4-minute mark here in the first half. It's 25-18. Senior boys action here first tonight in Atkins. Here's Standridge, 3, no good. Rebounded by Rockert. Rockert loses it, and Lucas Sims comes away with it. Sims is going to take off. Sims trying to get to the goal, and he loses it. And the Pirates coming back with it. And Standridge layup is no good. And, wow, Rockert just took it away from Cheek.
Well, the last 2 trips, there was not a white jersey boxing out at all. A lot of walking under the rim.
There's McDaniel drives. Layup is good. They let McDaniel have a lane right there, and he kind of stops the bleeding.
I don't think Dover has anybody quick enough to stay with him.
I don't either.
Possibly some isolation for him.
Here's a cross court to Dale. Dale Standards, free throw line, jump shot, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. 2:56 left here in the first half. We want to remind everybody to stay tuned after the game, and we'll have Jeremy Boger's A-Plus Insurance Center player of the game. We'd like to thank Jeremy Boger for being our sponsor for that tonight.
I was going to grab about that foul call right there so everybody would feel like T was still around. But I'm going to back off of it.
Oh, T said he was going to be listening tonight. Check us out.
Well, if you're listening, Bobo, I'll up my game here in the second half of this game. I'm hot and bothered right now, trying to just do half of what you do.
Here's McDaniel. McDaniel, nice feed down to Kemp underneath the goal, and Kemp draws the foul. McDaniel looked like he was going up for the shot, and he softly dropped it down underneath the goal to Kemp.
Well, I tell you what, got a little break here while they're shooting free throws, but I just think Atkins has to just attack the basket. I would almost have a no-shot rule, take the thing to the basket. I remember Clay Reeves, when I coached with him at Greenland, the girls coach won 6,000 state championships. I said, hey, you guys attack the rim. And he said, hey, the nearest point to nearest to 2 points is a straight line.
Right.
As long as I get leverage, I can go straight to the hole. And I guess it works.
Being Kemp second is good. And Coach Mack wants to take a timeout and talk about it. 2:45 left here in the first half. Red Devils trail by 7. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and watching on the ARD Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here in Atkins, 28-21 conference action here tonight. And I can't get over this, Matt. This is one of the biggest crowds I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years at Atkins.
Oh, in 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
It's great. It's so awesome to come back to Atkins and see folks roll in here like this.
Yeah.
I think the only time I've seen it deeper is when I jumped in to get proposed to my wife there.
I remember that. That was that night. Here's Standridge quickly down to Masters. Masters turnaround shot is wild. Standridge trying to follow up, and he's going to draw the foul. Got to put a body on Lane Standridge.
Yeah. Standridge is a nice player. Of course, I hadn't been around Dover, but what's it got him listed at? Height.
He is listed at 6'3".
Well, I wouldn't have said 6'3" from up here, but 6'3", slender, muscular kid can play. I mean, he's a good kid. I wouldn't be shocked if Atkins doesn't take their best defenders if they can't stay on him.
Well, one weakness, one chink in his armor that we found so far is he's struggling at the free throw line.
So you're saying we need a hack a shack? and you jinxed him into making one right there.
I know. You know what? If T was here right now, he would call that the broadcaster's jinx. He got on to me the other night for it.
Well, it just happened.
McDaniel found the lane, and he drives, and the shot is no good, a little bit hard. Martin gets in there, and his putback is good. Got it to crawl over.
Just enough.
29-23. Pirates lead now. They get it inside. Oh, Masters. And Sims made a good defensive play right there, and it's going to stay with the Pirates.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've seen Sims play here for a little while, and he's doesn't really belong to his dad because his dad would have fouled out 30 seconds into the game.
Here's Martin with the board. McDaniel quickly down the floor. He's got a lane. I know he's going to try. They're going to call a block right there.
That's just I'm not trying to say I told you so, but
yeah.
Coach Reeves, it always stuck with me coaching basketball is don't let a defender deter you from going to the rim. As long as you can turn your shoulder and get leverage, the closest distance is a straight line, and that's what he did.
You are correct, sir. And he goes to the line, which he's kind of struggled tonight, Caden has, and he's going to start collecting these free opportunities.
Well, I know kids are winded. It's hot in here. I'm looking over at Gary Lovin. He's sweating. You know it's hot in here.
And it goes in and out. And quickly down the floor, and this is Metter. Metter kicks it in the corner. Oh, my word. McDaniel jumped over Masters, and we're going to have a foul.
Well, I saw a lot of athletic ability. I saw a Nike shoe go through kid's ear so the kid can get up off the floor. That was just a oops play right there, just a hustle play.
Now that's going to put 1-1 now. That's going to put Masters at the line. Matt, the Red Devils picked up their first win last Friday against Lamar here. And then Tuesday night, they went to Baptist Prep, played the number 1 boys team in the conference, and for 3 quarters, give Prep all they wanted. They gave Prep all they wanted, and they trailed by 5 going into the final quarter play, but ran out of gas. But, boy, it was a very, very valiant effort down there.
Well, I'm assuming there was max effort from the tip.
Oh, golly. We couldn't have been more proud down there because Baptist Prep, their boys, that's a very good basketball team. And the first free throw there by Masters is good.
Well, I will tell you, I came and visited with you, a week or before Christmas break and watched them play, and it is a totally, totally different club from that night.
Right. Second free throw by Masters is good.
You're down 8 right here. You're going to have to close the margin right here going into halftime just for your psyche.
Here's Martin. Nice pass to Kemp. Kemp gets it blocked from behind by Standards. Quickly down the floor, and nice save by Masters. Cross court to Dale. Dale lets the three fly, and it's no good. Sims with the board. And there's a foul on Dale, and that's going to put Sims at the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, like I said, this is huge. You're down 8. I don't know what the number is. If you could get this thing within 4 or 5, it's your psyche. Yeah. I don't know what it is. All the years of coaching basketball and playing basketball, if you're in that 4 or 5 range, it feels like you're tied. You're down 6, 7, 8. You're a little bit down in that.
Yeah. But here's where the Red Devils are struggling tonight, Matt. And there's the first one. Sims nails that one.
Well, am I not? In every level, free throw shooting is the lost art.
I mean, it's free. I mean, that says enough. It's a free opportunity. And he gets the roll on the next one. As T would say, it's a dinner roll.
And he would know about dinner rolls.
Here's Sandridge. Oh, they left Masters wide open, and he gets the bucket. Somebody had a breakdown in coverage right there.
Masters from Dover, there's been a million of them.
A lot. McDaniel backs his guy down. Fall-away jump shot is no good, but Kemp is on the board again. He's fighting and he saves it. Sims goes up. Runner is no good. Kemp still fighting, and they're going to call Kemp for over the back. I give Kemp a lot of valiant effort right there.
Yeah, that kid's fighting.
Now Ben Kemp's he's in that Crawford family. He's related into.
Which Crawford family would that be?
That is the Shane Crawford family.
Well, it's proof positive he can shoot it a little bit and can't get up the floor in 45 seconds.
Oh, Shane, I'm glad he's not listening to us. Here's Zaire quickly down the floor, layup good. Nice attack by Zaire Clemens. And we've got a foul on the play, 17 seconds left.
You knock these two down right here. If my math is correct, you're within 4.
And that's going to be Jaden Martin at the line. First free throw is good.
Well, I tell you what, I know they're going to be probably down here at half, but after the way it started there midway through the first quarter, I would be thrilled if I was in the Atkins locker room going into, got a good shot to take this thing home.
Here's the second one. 33-28, missed the second one. So there's that 5-point margin if you just don't want to give up a bucket right here, man.
No, they've got to lock it down, and they for sure don't need a foul right here. Just stay on the floor.
1 second left, and that's a turnover to end the first half. And it's going to be a close one. This is what we expected, and the Red Devils trailed by 5, 33-28.
Well, I got my 5-point margin, so let's see if I'm right. Because I'm saying that Atkins is going to have a shot to win this basketball game by cutting that down right there.
We're going to take a break. We'll take a 3-minute break. You are listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
James show where we've got spins out of control, one-handed flips. Hopefully that's something he'll go over at halftime of. I'm big off of 2 feet, power it up. You might get it blocked, but there's gonna be something good happen most of the time if you're off of 2 feet.
Fans, we want to invite you to stick with us tonight because we promise you the second game is going to be well worth it tonight. You're going to have the 4-1 Lady Red Devils in the conference and the 4-1 Lady Pirates in the conference. Somebody's going to have sole possession of second place tonight when that one gets over with, and we expect a barn burner.
Man, how huge is the seeding for postseason? You're sitting here, January the 13th?
Right.
I should remember that day. Today's my son's birthday, but you're sitting here January 13th with a lot left. But this is so important for seeding right now, plus just for your psyche.
Well, you always do it here in the 3A. You want to be in the top 4. The first and second place get automatic berths to the regionals, and 3 and 4 only have to win 1 in district to go to regionals. So your goal is make sure you're in the top 4 at some point.
Yeah, that's the same format we use in baseball and in 4A. I mean, it's pretty standard. But like I said, I coming in the gym, I didn't know a whole lot was going on, but for that second game. But little Keister heard she had a hurt ankle. Hope that doesn't kill him tonight.
She rolled that ankle at the start of the second quarter in Baptist Prep, and we finished that game. But we talked about it enough that night. By the rest of the girls that night on the floor to pull together and get that win out of Baptist Prep. So she had her teammates stepped up and carried the load, and that's what you got to have.
You bet. Well, hopefully the men here will give the girls some momentum going when they win this ball game right here. That'd be nice.
Fans, we're going to take a 2-minute break, come back, and we'll have second half tip-off here at Senior Boys Contest. It's Dover 33, Atkins 28. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. Are ready for second half action of the Senior Boys Contest, and it's going to be Pirate basketball to start off the quarter. Red Devils are going to put Cheek, Clemens, McDaniel, Sims, and Martin to start the third.
Here we go. Old Coach Long talking again, but these first 2 minutes are the most important ones. of the whole game.
We're going to play your theory on the 6 or less. And there's a shot attempt by Mitter. No good. And here comes Clemens. Clemens quickly down the floor to Sims. McDaniel, fall away baseline jumper, in and out, no good.
Man, take the thing to the hole. I thought he could have drew contact right there. Nobody was ready.
This is Dale with it. Dale gets it back to Canfield. Oh, thought we had a little shuffle of feet there. No call. They get it inside. And there's the runner is no good by Reichert.
Well, you were right there. If you notice, we've got a little bit packed in zone, just a little bit the first possession coming out.
There's a nice high-low right there as McDaniel fed Cheek underneath the goal. Didn't get the bucket, but he drew that foul.
Let's see if old Cartier can knock down a couple free throws.
Carter Cheek, Sr.
I was giving his mom a hard time before the game. I was talking about charges, and she said, that's the way I did it. I said, never in your life did you draw a charge.
One thing about it, and the second one is good. And Kemp's going to check in now for Carter. One thing about Carter, though, Matt, you got to love the mullet.
Oh, I guarantee you. It's like fear of the beard. You got to, whatever the word is, you got to be afraid of the mullet.
So Carter got 1 out of 2. It's 33-29. Here's in the lane. We're going to have a foul. Coach Mack had his arms raised. He didn't know where that foul was.
Well, Atkins, I don't know if it's, I'm assuming it's a 2-3 zone. I couldn't really tell the first 2 possessions, but they have softened it up and backed it down. But the first 2 trips, can't find an offensive player breaking to the high post behind them. Going to have to find people.
And the first free throw there by Reichert is no good. And he'll get one more. And second one is no good. Kemp with the boards. What a steal by Standards. That was not a good pass. And Standards took advantage of it.
Yep. Just he hung around. And found one.
McDaniel drives. Layup is no good. Kemp fighting for it. He lost it. And Canfield comes away with it. Here's Dale with it now on the wing. Kicks it over to Canfield. They get it inside. Standards. Free throw line. Jump shots. No good. Gets his own offensive board. Follow up. No good. Clemens gets the board. Both teams are getting some easy shots inside. Just nothing falling. And nice feed. Kemp's shot was rejected, though. Kemp gets his own. Tried to steal it. And ended up throwing it away. Good hustle and effort right there. Canfield quickly down. Standards block. His shot no good. His follow's good. That's some good athleticism right there, Matt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think coaches McAnulty's wanting to change something up. Got a timeout.
All right, Red Devils trail by 8. 5:45 left in the third. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle ARD Sports Network. And Clemens has it at the top. Red Devils trail by 8. Clemens goes to the hole. He tacked it, and the shot was partially blocked.
That's the play that I don't like. Yeah, we had all ball, but we had all body too.
Right. And Dale lets it fly. No good. Rebounded there by Reichert. Dale has it, gets it to Canfield. Conference action here in Atkins tonight. Dover in Atkins doesn't get any better here. And Standards misses the 3. Sims quickly with it. Sims going to attack. Loses his dribble. And here comes the Pirates, and they throw it away.
Well, to me, I watch a lot of basketball 2 or 3 nights a week. It's just teams seem like they want to run, they can't run. They want to shoot, they can't shoot. Just they need to figure out what their identity is. I'm not necessarily referring to these two, but any two.
Clemens, spin move in the lane. No, no good. Cheat. Follow up. Good. Good board work by Carter. Cheat.
Carter got up with that vertical, didn't he? That kid plays hard for a big kid.
He does. Carter's going to give you everything he's got. They kick it out to Dale. Over to Standards. Canfield, D3, and it's no good. And Sims knocks it away and gets it. Sims trying to gather himself and draws the foul on Canfield.
I know I'm analyzing rules tonight, but a great play. Kid goes to the hole, and on his way up, he gets fouled, and we got it on the floor. I love rewarding kids for hustle. He should be going to the free throw line right there.
I agree. I was worried because I didn't think he was going to gather himself, but he got control. Now he's going to inbounds underneath the goal. Got to get it in. Gets it in to Cheat. Gets it up to Jordan Hawkins. Hawkins over to Jaden Martin. Jaden, he's going to drive. Jump stop. Lost it, and Masters comes away with it.
Man, I thought we had a lot of contact down here.
Both teams are really giving up some possessions here in the third. Standards, 3, no good. Martin. And Martin pulls up now and gets it off to Hawkins. And Sims has it at the top. Sims, Clemens drives to the hole, and Clemens gets a call on the floor.
What do you think about that one, Shane? I thought it was the same thing.
It's exact same
we are making a move to get a shot up, and we get held.
Sims is going to inbounds underneath the goal. Got to get it in. The 5, and Clemens pulls it down, gets it to Hawkins. And Standards is pressuring him. Now they get it over to Jaden Martin. 3.5 left here. Martin drives, gets it on the block, goes up. Shot is no good, and Masters pulls the rebound down, gets it off to Wesley Dale. Dale quickly down the floor to Hammond, and Hammond loses it. Hawkins comes away with it. And here's the pass to Martin. Martin down on the block, goes up, draws the foul.
Well, I tell you what, I lost count of the possessions, but I believe that's 5 trips in a row that Atkins has been at the rim, and there's not a lot of result there. We're still down 6.
Right.
So they're going to have to finish. Either that or the officials are going to have to figure out what contact is.
Martin gets his first. Well, it's like you said, not finishing and not getting rewarded for the effort.
That's right. That's right. On the other end, right now, Dover's just sloppy. Just
right.
Thank goodness, keeping Atkins in the game.
And Martin nails them both right there, and he cuts this thing to 4, 37-33 at the 3-minute mark here in the third. Once again, want to remind you, our player of the game sponsor tonight will be Jeremy Boger's A-Plus Insurance Center. And stick around after the game, and we'll name our player of the game. They get it down on the block to Masters. Masters looks up top, gets it to Dale, kicks it over now to Rocker. I'm sorry, that's Metter. Now here's Dale. Gets it to Callens. Now, here's a 3. No good, and that should be a shot clock violation. Didn't hit the rim.
That's a great job by Atkins. You know, he was talking earlier about they're going to have to recognize flashers. In the last 2 trips, Atkins has done it.
Quickly down the floor, Hawkins has got a 3 in the corner, and it's a little bit long. And Standridge pulls it down. Standridge all the way to the hole. And there's the charge right there.
You know, Shane, do you think, of course, he's set up a little bit away from the rim. Do you think before too long we'll have the halo marker underneath the basket in high school basketball?
I expect it's coming.
I think they should have it more than in college.
Right.
Because you protect the shooter, and if you're playing it under the basket, you know, I bet it's coming. Of course, you are talking to a guy that was so old I didn't have a 3-point line.
I didn't either. Here is Sims drives. He gets cut off. He needs help. He gets it to Jaden Martin. Jaden penetrates in the lane, goes up. Oh, my word. That was a good looking move. He just threw it off the back of the rim a little hard. Here's Dover quickly down the floor. Red Devils trail by 4. Under 2 left here in the third. Now they're going to settle. Here's Callens. Gets it inside Standridge. He's being triple team stolen by Sims.
Well, I think Atkins recognizes there's really only one kid from Dover that wants to shoot a long ball.
Right.
And they've got him recognized.
And here's Sims with it now. Sims gets it to Clemens. Clemens kicks it over to Martin. Martin to Hawkins. Hawkins, and he traveled. You know, that's got to be as a basketball coach, Matt, that's got to be just a dagger to a coach. You make a good defensive play, and then you come down and turn it over.
Well, I know each coaches are different, but I love the personality of your head coach here. I've seen him coach 2 or 3 times, and he knows there was effort. And I know he's frustrated with it, but he's not getting. He's keeping the kids in the game and staying positive. Sometimes people accuse me of being too big of a softy, but kids can't. I don't. The kids these days just aren't like you and I were. Love on them, get them to play hard, pat them on the back, love them a little bit, see if they'll play hard. He's doing a good job.
And this is, Coach McAnulty was the girls' coach last year, and then he's had to take over all of them this year. And he just told, he told the boys this year, he said, number one thing I want from you, he said, just give me 100% effort.
Well, that's all you can do. When you struggle shooting the basketball, you better have effort.
There's a deep 3 there by Hammond, and that's like the first outside shot of this second half that anybody's in.
I believe that was the broadcaster jinx as well, since I just mentioned that they don't want to shoot it out there.
We're under a minute left, and the Red Devils trail by 7. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins gets in the lane, goes up, layup no good, but look who's picking it up, Cheek. And Cheek will go to the line.
This one is this. I know you got a big post player here, and he probably doesn't have the shooting touch as those smaller guys do, but if he can just get out of here with 1 out of 2, you'd like to have 2, but 1 would be great.
And Cheek misses the first one. He'll get 1 more. 45 seconds left here in the third. It's 40-33. Cheek's second is no good. And here comes Dale with it. Shot clock still on. There's like a 10-second difference. Hammond has it now. He gets it back over to Dale. Here's another 3 by Hammond. It's no good. Martin with the board. And Martin's going to be tied up, and it's going to stay with the Red Devils.
I'm assuming this is probably going to be take a shot with 5 or 6 seconds left right here and not give Dover a shot to go down and shoot one. This would be probably one of the biggest possessions of the game.
We're still in that margin that you talked about. Well, 7 right now. You got a chance to come to 3 or 4 right here. I'm sorry, 4 or 5. Couldn't do my math right there. Clemens gets to the rim, gets it to Cheek, and his shot was no good. That is going to bring an end of the third, and Red Devils trail 40-33. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. We'll be back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here. And Captain Mo, we're talking momentum here, is trying to swing to the Red Devils as they got a bucket and then got a turnover. So you may start getting that momentum if you can come down here and score again.
Man, it would be huge if they had a great timeout. Great timeout by Dover because you felt it. One more basket and the big crowd gets going, and you can tell that these kids want to play good in front of them.
The student section's theme tonight is Hawaiian night, so they're just ready to explode.
Well, I was noticing a couple signs might have been needed to be edited before they came in.
Oh, they tried to run the lob right there to McDaniel, and it was stolen by Masters. And Masters and we're going to have a foul there on Lucas Sims, and that's going to be the second team foul.
That was just incidental contact. Feet got tied up.
So here's the inbounds now. Dale has it. Here's the three by Camp. Boy, what a shot by Canfield.
Yeah, they got to find that kid. He's taken 3 threes in the last 5 minutes and looked good shooting it.
So this is the biggest lead for the Pirates. It's gone to 8. Here's Clemens, backdoor cut, goes up, baseline, no good. Cheek tried to fight for it, but Standards comes away with it.
It's time for the Duke Blue Devils slap the floor and sit down how hard you can play right here.
The Krzyzewski slap.
Bobby Hurley, where you at when we need you?
Standards, cross court. Dale has it now. They get it inside Standards. Boy, he found Masters wide open underneath. And it's a 10-point lead. 5.5 left. McDaniel gets in. Runner is good. Nice jumper in the lane there by McDaniel. And that's going to be a timeout by Coach Mack. And we'll take a 30-second break. 45-37. You're listening and watching Red Devil Basketball on ARD Sports Network, 99.3 The Eagle. We're back here at Atkins. It is 45-37 as the Pirates took off and hit 3 straight shots and opened this up to 10. But then McDaniel stopped the bleeding right there with the jumper in the lane. So you're back to 8 points and still, Matt, plenty of time left in this game.
Yeah, there is plenty of times. I had an Alabama flashback when we were right there and there was 3 straight trips that broke our heart. Atkins just does not let it need to affect them. They have a shot here if they just get after it.
So here's Standards with it. Back to Canfield. Canfield tried to penetrate. Standards gets in the lane, kicks it out. Dale comes cross court. Canfield. Canfield runner in the lane, no good. Followed by Masters, no good. And going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Pirates. Coach Mack is just dying over here. You got to get in front of them.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why the shot clock reset. We're sitting at 32 seconds. Why did it reset?
That's a good one there. And there's Masters inside. Shot is good. Nobody got Masters. And you being the fan of the inbounds play, that got us right there. And McDaniel goes down on the block, and shot is no good. And we're going to have a foul on Ben Kemp.
Atkins getting a little bit frustrated, late in the game, and they're down 10. They're a little frustrated. It's time to just play hard.
Keep going to the goal. You're in the 1-and-1, and you got if you keep attacking. Here's Masters. Jumper, that's short. Kemp with the board. So you can get to the free throw line if you'll attack. Clemens. He lets that three fly at the top, and it's way off. And it will go to the Pirates. And Coach Mack said, here, let's press it.
I'm not real sure that the press won't affect them if they just stay up in it.
Here's Standridge. Standridge got Kemp on him. Dale has it now. We're at the 4-minute mark left here in the contest. 10-point lead for the Pirates.
Dover is milking the clock.
Here's Standridge. Standridge goes baseline. Jumper at the block is good. 12-point deficit now, 49-37 for the Red Devils. Sims gets inside, draws the foul on Canfield.
I think we had some questions about whether it's a foul or not from a player, but there was no doubt that it was violated right there. But of course, what ball game do you watch where there's no one griping about the phone? I've talked about coming out and wearing the stripes again, and they probably wouldn't like me because there wouldn't be a whole lot of talking to me about my foul calls.
Sims' second is short, and Kemp's fighting for it. And it's going to stay with the Red Devils as it goes out of bounds. 49-38.
Like 3.5.
And they're going to inbounds as that was only the fourth team foul on the Red Devils. Here's Dale with it up top. As we near the 3-minute mark. Dale trying to penetrate. Gets it off, and the shot is good.
Well, what we talk about coming out of break, the team that attacks the basket and can finish is going to be the winner, and that's on the Dover's end.
And here's Sims with it. Sims, runner in the lane is good. So we're down to 2.5, and it's 51-40. And we're going to have a foul on Jordan Hawkins for the Red Devils.
Shane, I'm trying to figure out at what point are they going to get out and be so aggressive that they might foul because they're just draining clock, down under 5, not really concerned about too much scoring right here, just trying to drain the clock out. It's a possession game.
And the Red Devils are having to do catch-up fouls right now. They're trying to get it. Now the next one, we will be in the 1-1. Dover will be in the 1-1. So here's Canfield up top with it. And Standridge is fighting for it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pirates. Fans, I apologize if you're watching on the live stream right now. We've been kicked out of the network, and I'm trying to get back in it.
Well, why would anybody want to watch it when they can listen to you, Shane?
Here's a minute and a half left, and the Red Devils trail by 11. And we're going to have a foul. Timeout, okay? So minute 16 left. Red Devils trail by 11. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. Left in the contest, and it is 51-40. Red Devils trail by 11.
Well, it's that point of the game where the points you're down and the time you got to stay down for a few seconds. But if you don't come up with something, you're going to have to foul.
Yep, and that's what Coach Mack is telling them. He wants them to jump them. And we got to walk right there on Standridge.
Well, I can't say I disagree with that. We had a jump stop and a pivot foot and a crash and burn with an Atkins player.
The famous crash and burn. Sims gets on the block. Shot is blocked. Kemp draws the foul. 57 seconds left.
I've got a feeling Atkins is going to be up here in a full court press. You know, you get it to half court, break the timeline, they're going to have to foul. There's no question. You're down 3 or 4 possessions here, depending on what happens at the free throw line.
Kemp's free throw is good.
There's another famous call that's not being called these days. You know, a few years ago they put in that you can't come into the shooter after a shot on a free throw, and I've seen it happen multiple times tonight.
Kemp second gets the roll right there. And there's a loose ball, and Red Devils come up with it, trail by 9, need a bucket quick. And that one's going to be stolen. But no, we're going to have a jump ball as Hawkins is fighting for it. And it's going to stay with the Red Devils. So 38 seconds left here, Matt. You know, let's say you pop a 3 and you cut it to 6.
Well, the way the shoot's going tonight, I would pray for an and one right here. Try to pump that baby inside.
Well, now here's a foul. It's going to be a foul on the Pirates, and it's going to put the Red Devils at the line.
Well, like I said, the only thing going to get Dover beat right here is to stop the clock, and that's just what happened.
Free throw's good by Jaden. Cuts it to 8. Second one is good. So Coach Byer wants a timeout. The Red Devils cut it to 7 with 38 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here during this timeout. And Red Devils trail by 7. And fans, I want to remind you, we will reset on the live stream. And we want you to come back and join us. And we'll say 10, 12 minutes for a great, great senior girls game that we're expecting here tonight. Battle for second place. And we invite you to stick around and watch and listen with us here on the ARD Sports Network at 99.3 The Eagle. And also tune in for our Player of the Game after this contest is over. And our Player of the Game sponsored by Jeremy Boger, A-Plus Insurance Center. Band's trying to get people fired up as 38 seconds on the clock. Red Devils trail by 7. Never say never here. A lot of things can happen in 38 seconds.
I'm suspecting we might have at least a run and jump press or a man press out of the Red Devils here.
And there goes the baseball. And here it is. It's thrown, and Masters makes the catch. And there's a foul right there on Jaden Martin. You know, that was honestly, Matt, most kids catch the baseball and they're going to head straight to the rim. That's heads up by Masters to pull that thing back out.
I mean, heads up play by a kid, and surely to goodness his head coach told him that we are going to run this clock, because I've seen that over and over where they attack the rim there.
He couldn't hit the free throw, but the Red Devils did a poor job blocking out. And Standridge, who has been a beast here tonight, will go to the line.
Well, let's see if his struggles at the line continues.
That has been the only chink in his armor tonight. First free throw is good.
I guess it's time. During the girls' game, we'll try not to get the old reverse jinx going for the Red Devils.
Second one in and out, no good. 30 seconds left. Red Devils trail by 8. All the way to the hole. Mark's layup is good. And there's a timeout. 25 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and ARD Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at Atkins, and it's 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's 52-46. They let Martin go quickly to the rim, and I'm sure Coach Byer was like, not that easy, not that quick.
Yeah, I was about to say before they called timeout, I mean, you look up right here, about 12 seconds later, they're down 6. There's a shot. I mean, good things happen. There's a shot.
Well, they get the inbounds in to Dale. Dale's being trapped in the corner. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pirates.
Now, this is one of those things you might not let them get to the timeline because you wasted half the total clock.
Yeah. And they're running that baseball, but they get it into Dale, and Dale gets it to Standridge. And you got a foul. And like you said, Matt, there was a lot of seconds went off right there. And there's a foul.
Well, I mean, you've got 21 seconds to go. I know you want to give effort to try to steal the basketball, but at that point, time is the most precious thing.
So Wesley Dale will be at the line. His first free throw is good. 53-46.
That's probably the dagger right there putting you up 3 possessions.
Second one is good. And here's a turnover by the Red Devils. And that's going to be it here tonight as the Dover Pirates pick up their first conference win, 54-46 over the Red Devils. And now we're going to name our Jeremy Boger A-plus insurance player of the game. And Matt, I know I thought it, and you thought it too. He did a lot of work inside on the boards, got some stick backs. But I think tonight we should go with Senior Carter Chief.
Oh, when he came in the game, at the start of the game, Dover could have relatively blew him out of the game. And when he came into the game, he was the stabilizing force. I thought great choice.
Senior Carter Chief will be Jeremy Boger's A-plus insurance center player of the game. All right, fans, we're going to shut the live stream down, reset for the girls, but we're going to take a 6-minute break on the radio, and we'll be back for senior girls action. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle.